Wahenga walisema, okay, wachana wahenga. Like sisi tunaweza sema, tunaweza toa msemo kazana wasiseme walisema.
Ati?
Kazana wasiseme walisema. Una get?
Huh?
Una get? Mind to your own business.
Ni joke lakini ni dry.
Na tuko huku na huku ni wet. Mtu anapeana dry joke akiwa maji.
Dreamy.
Ama na overthink.
Hapana. Tuko 40 days of prayer. Inakaa umekunywa maji sana.
40 days of prayer and fasting. After 40 days, guys, we tuta break fast na kiamsha kinywa. Ama itaisha usiku. But mtu ni wako mkiwa na yeye. It's very true. Sindio tamu? My name is Joseph Muthuku, but with the time mi sikuwa napenda hiyo jina. Then as a good Sunday school student as I am, I discovered there was kuna jamaa tunafana na jina kwa Bible anaitangwa Joseph. Aliuzangwa na bro zake kwanza by the way. So Joseph was a dreamer. Hapo ndo nilitoa jina Dreamy. Yes. Na pia juu napenda movies. Dreamy is one of the 7 little dwarfs.
Who is Mwalimu Dreamy and why the name Mwalimu Dreamy?
Yes, Mwalimu Dreamy is a spoken word artist, an infotainer, and a branding consultant. Nilijita mwalimu because I discovered that during my journey in spoken word, I discovered that people want to know the art, but they do not have a background about it. So nikaamua sinikuwe tu mwalimu like the moment na spit easy lines. Time tumefungua shule inaitwa Life School.
Wow. Can you tell us more about Life School Studios and the impact you intend to bring with it?
Yes, so Life School Studios mostly ni infotainment. Just as the name suggests, uko tunafunza na story tu za life. So my main intention ni kubamba wase, but at the same time na pass on info. It's infotainment. So una pass information na pia una entertain.
Oh, nice. Can you tell us about your journey as a spoken word artist and how you got started?
Safari imekuwa mrefu. My journey began in 2018. So it was one time nimekaa. The guy who inspired me to start spoken word alikuwa anaitwa Teardrops. I watched him, I think, in the trend. So mi niliona jamaa anafanya kitu, ikanibamba. By that time sikuwa najua inaitwa spoken word. So nilibambwa na vile huyo msee, like the word flow and everything. So nikajiambia, by that time I used to sing, but sisi ni wale wa tulikuwa tunaimba off key. So I always felt na belong kwa nafaa kuwa msanii, but siwezi jiplace where. So I used to write songs, but most of the time nilikuwa nazipeana. So the moment without knowing what is spoken word. But now with time, nikakam learn about spoken word because the moment you discover something, unafanya research about it na unaipa.
How long does it take to finish writing one?
It depends. It depends with by the time ukiandika spoken word, most of the time, huwa ina depend na the mood you're in, what has inspired you, what is the objective behind it. So there are pieces that I began kitambo as long as 2018 hadi wa leo hazijaisha. they are still bado nasaka finish line natafuta storyline, but there are others you even write within minutes, so it's all dependent with many factors.
And what topics or themes inspire your spoken word pieces? And how do they influence your content creation?
Mostly I'm a gospel spoken word artist. Siwezi andika kitu that is outside God, because again I've discovered that this is a gift that God alinipea ya kumpraise, and tukifika heaven ataniuliza what did you do with the God given talent. So my main reason ya kuandika spoken word, kitu ya kwanza kabisa, God and most of the time najipata like if I'm writing through something, they will usually influence me niandike mostly a piece yenye like msi akisikiza, like my aim is with that piece maybe will let inform me that tuko wengi maybe in a situation that is going through, ama pia itamshow that unaweza draw near to God.
How do you find or develop the ideas for your spoken word performances?
Most of the time nakuanga you draw inspirations most of the time from the things that surround you, from the things that zenye unapitia, so ukipitia kitu unapita nayo.
Do you have a specific area where you feel this is maybe a place like inakwanga so seamless for you to write about?
Yes, I believe personally, with the time I've come to discover my niche. I was called for the lost coins. By lost coins, I mean the moment msee amesema Bwana Yesu naja mbele zako, and we say that guy is born again. What next after that guy? So nimekam ku discover there are so many lost coins. Let me tell you something about the parable of the lost coin. It was a coin that was lost in the house. So unapata there are so many Christians, they say they are born again, but in reality is that they are lost, but they are lost in church. So most of my pieces najaribu kuambia huyo msee, yes umeokoka, yes you're going through something, but this and this, try to improve this and this, try to do this, try to be this, and wacha hiyo lost coin ipatikane.
Amazing. Can you share some of the challenges you faced as a spoken word artist and how you have overcome them?
The biggest challenge, and I believe most spoken word artists can tell you, is that spoken word is not recognized as an art. It is yet, it's still a baby in the industry per se. So most people wanakuangalianga, what is this guy saying? They would rather not listen to you. They would like, okay, sawa tumesikiza ni sawa. It's not something that is in the hearts of many, haina mafans in short. That is one of the major challenge. And so with the time nimekam ku discover, in order to make this thing known, try creating not
Have any significant artists, specific artists, poets or creators who have had a very significant impact on your life and on your side?
Yes, I have a few role models in the industry. My biggest fan anaitwa Clayton Jennings. Simply I like his style, I like the way his message are, and also venye anapiganga tu spoken word zake, they with the time nimekam ku discover, the more you listen to a person, you start becoming more like him or her. So with the time I discovered that we are in the same, like we're in the same niche. So my biggest role model anaitwa Clayton Jennings, but I also listen to the likes of Gloria Omana, Kenyan kadhaa napenda kuna Wairimo and there's Mau the poet. Yeah.
Amazing. So how do you engage your audience, and how has their feedback shaped your work over time?
Most of my pieces, I like live performance more than the recorded ones, because in live performance you're able to read your audience, you're able to get instant feedback. Najua online wase wanaweza kufikia kwa like tu wapitie tu waone, but when you engage with a live audience you're able to get that first hand feedback. So most of the time, most of the places I've performed, the reception has been great. And they are pushing me to do more and even more.
Have you ever had an incident where you were challenged or you were discouraged maybe by an audience or something like that?
Yes, nikianza spoken word, I performed to Wajusi ni Gen Z. The first place, my church that I was going by then, unapata sasa youth man ni hawa wako age 40 and above, hao ndo my youths. So most of the time, and then by that time nilipiganga piece, they were like, sijasikia kitu but amejaribu. So I really felt that hii kitu hata maybe kaa elewi, who else will. The people were supposed to embrace you and could discourage. So that really affected me. And also there was also another time, by that time niliendanga studio fulani, kambia producer mimi ni msanii, kaniambia ni sawa, uko na ngoma gani? Si ngoma, inaitangwa poem. Akaniambia hizo watu recording, hizo tu piga tu hivyo, like nitokanga tu hiyo studio nikiwa downcasted, but with time I've been able to cope with all of that.
Okay, amazing. Do you have any favorite or particular meaningful spoken word pieces that you have created, and maybe you can share with us some of the pieces?
Yes, my favorite piece so far inaitwa Swala. This is a piece that I wrote after there's a time nilikuwa like venye nimekushow about those challenges, there's a place they pushed me to hata nikasema wacha tu na hiki to this thing is not even working. So I had quit like poetry for like a whole year. And then I wrote this piece that it was the piece that actually known as sema pia ileta kwa limelight in a way. It was a piece inaitwa Swala. It is a piece about huyu msee mwenye that is not even embracing you, but with time God reminded me that he's the author, he's the finisher, he's the one that he knew the purpose that he created for me. And so that piece, whenever I listen to it, it gives me hope, it gives me a reason to push on. Inaniambia no matter what you've been through, no matter what sin umekuwa ukifanya, hiyo noma yote unajua hakuna noma God hawezi kutoa. So piece naitangoa Swala.
Iza tupigia line 2-3.
Nilishikilia dhambi kama sun, kokoto na simiti. Nilijikokota na si miti pekee kwa stationary. Pia mimi siku move nikaa nilikuwa kamiti. For a while sija make footsteps net nilizaliwa enzi za Nyayo. Nimekuwa nikipitia. Mambo ni mengi na masaija wa machache, akilini cheche zimeniwakia. Huko MC akitumia bright words kuniita jukwani. I wake up na kaa kitandani, kichwa inagonga ni kama kuna vita ndani. Nimeuma nje bado nikiwa hapa ndani, najua spendi kwa nikaza ndani nje, but spoken word uzitoa ndani. Bottom line ya hizi story ni Kristo, so skiza risto. Hii generation napenda kunisikiza, hata juzi walinieka skiza, but siko sawa. Jinsi maswali alinikimbiza ungeniita game park, but God ni simba wa Yuda alinikimbizia swara. Sikuanza poetry munitambue, but something changed along those subscribers and my many fans. Walinipandishia joto na sikuwasha fan, I thought it was fun, the idolized feeling. It's been 7 years in poetry and still feel new to this. I must have lied to multitude ya mbogi in the platforms I ever performed. Fake smile, maombi ya kuforce, trying to give people the hope I never felt for myself. Nilitumia time most kubonga about you na si kubonga na wewe.
That was a nice piece. So let's talk about your creative process. How many spoken words have you internalized right now? How many can you count?
Right now, nimeandika, I think I have 64 pieces, if I'm not wrong. There could be more, but zenye nime-internalize, it's like 50. Mungu bado anatusaidia.
Do you ever forget your lines?
Yes, it happens. And actually, now that's why I love live performance. Most of the time, unajua spoken word, they are wordy and they follow a particular patterns. Most of the time, so ukijipata ume forget, especially ama unarudia kitu tunaitanga kibwagizo, kama unakumbuka kibwagizo.
Amazing. Were you that bright in school that it was grammar or textbook?
Not really, but I was a storyteller. Nilikuanga tu noise maker. Prefect usione. Nilikuanga ule mse wa kukalisha wase. I would literally create stories na tuanze tu kuchapa. But composition nilikuwa najaribu. Kwa napata 0/40.
01.
Hapo. Below 10. By the teacher, tunafaa turudie. I got real stories tumepitia.
Okay, how do you balance the spoken word performance aspect with content creation for different platforms or media?
So sometimes unaweza itiwa gig uambiwe this is our theme. So sometimes you have to go back to your pieces. By the way, that's why sometimes writing so many pieces is poor. Unaangalianga unaendanga unapata by the way, there's this piece I had written, so hii tu ni kucoin, we are going to change the theme a few like this. Ama you can just write a whole new piece altogether.
Some insights into your future goals and projects as an artist and as a content creator.
To my future, look out, I intend to start a poetry school yenye nitafunza wase more into the art, pia tuangalie other arts because I'm also najaribu kuingia kidogo into comedy, but ni zile dad jokes, ile comedy zimeomoka, intelligence ones. So that's my future. I'm intending to do more. To create diversity in spoken word. Tuache kuona hizi spoken word zenye tumezoea, tunajua taanzia hivi, itaenda hivi, itaisha hivi. Mimi nataka kukuja na mwisho, then iishe nikiwa nimewapeleka mwanzo. Narudisha beginning.
Amazing style. But from your creativity and writing those poems, what else helps you to get to those people?
So with time, I'm trying to build a community, by the way. Nimediscover, church ufai like ukiona msee akifanya kitu, like chana huyo na anajifanya ameokoka na anafanya hivi na hivi. I'm the guy who is always on your DMs. Uko poa, like uko fine, uko fine, yeah. I'm trying to build with time, building a community, asking tuone place tu tutaenda.
Thank you so much. Anything you would want to help to tell the people, or something to wrap up? Conclusion.
So to my fans, to my audience, to all the poetry lovers, let's keep pushing on this art. Let's keep talking. Let's keep spitting these lines now to spread God through the word. Now that's it.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're glad.